I think this is okay. It's been a while. Okay. Okay. Yo, what's up? Okay, what's good? Be my special person. Sorry, I was looking at something before. I don't know what is going on here, I think. Okay. Abbas, okay, I'm coming. Just give me some seconds. This thing is not working. Okay. All right. Okay. So I can see Yukidilish. Yukidilish, how are you doing? I can see Sunil. Sunil, I'm good, bro. Do you watch WWE? No, I don't. I usually, but right now I don't watch. Abbas Ibrahim, how are you doing? How is work? So I'm very okay. Work is going well. We are a little bit busy this time around, so I've not been coming up as usual. Do you know which country Cisco is from? CSCO? No, I don't know. Can you tell me? Seiko watch? No, I don't know. Can you tell me? Oh, it's my phone 104. Abbas, are you still there? Scotland. I have 9 persons watching me, but no one is talking. If I want to do another thing now, I will see a lot of people. Abbas Ibrahim. No, you mustn't, I think. Are you an actual doctor? What brand is your watch? I don't have any watch on me. So, but the watch I usually wear is I have a Samsung watch, Samsung Band 8 or what? I think Band Z Band 8. I don't know, but something like that. But that one is just for. Then I have a Naviforce. I usually like Naviforce. Yeah, so Samsung, because I love Samsung gadgets, so I have one of Samsung watch. Then I have Naviforce. Abdulaziz Bello from Nigeria. Oh, my brother, how are you doing? You're welcome here. I think you're joining you soon. Okay. Oh, are you Abdulaziz Bello? Have we discussed before, Bello? I can't remember some of my new friends here, but yeah, also monitoring the conflict in the region. Don't worry, if you have contract or if you have contract or any offer, you can come. There is nothing happening. Everywhere is safe. Nothing will happen. Yeah, okay. I know I've talked with you, but I can't remember. Do BEM okay. I can't remember. Don't mind me. I used to talk with a lot of people on Instagram. So many people do chat me, both Nigerians and people from India and all those places. So most times I will not remember those that I've helped or not. Sorry for not remembering, but I know that name. I know that I've talked with one Aziz, Aziz Abu, I think I can't remember. So how is everything going? Hope it's going so well. Okay, Dubem, I think I can still recall. I can still remember you, Dubem. I think your name is familiar. I think I've seen. It's just Abdul that I was struggling to recall when we spoke last. Yeah, I try my best to help. I just sometimes time and a lot of activities. Sometimes I don't usually have time to be active again to create more videos like I do. But I believe that most of the videos on that channel is enough to guide you. Yeah. If what I will do now, if I see any other place that I need to maybe make a video about, I can do that. But I think I've made some of the basic videos that you need. Some of those videos can guide you to do everything you want to do. So that's just the thing. Except if there is other updates, yeah, maybe I can do other videos to update my old videos. But most of the videos I have is enough. So what I usually do, if you come to me, I'll refer you to the video. If you watch the video, if you now have other challenges, you can come personal, then I'll help you personal. Just that I think is okay. So I'm very glad that you're waiting for visa for yo. Wonderful, wonderful. Which region are you going? Which particular city are you going to, Abdul? Okay, Dubem. I think we've discussed this before, but maybe you forgot, or you think Saudi is now changing their mind. Okay, the best time, because of the process, because of the licensing process, because you can't just come over and start working. You must have their license. So because of the licensing process, you need at least to complete your internship and have a complete 1 year experience. But most times, even they might extend it to 2 years experience. But from after your first year of experience in Nigeria, okay, for medical professions, for medical profession, at least after your internship, you go through your NYSC. So once you complete your NYSC, you are good to go. You can start applying by then. So, and 1 year of your NYSC is counted as your perfect unsupervised experience. So you need that. So after your NYSC is a perfect time for Nigerian trained professionals. Okay, so Abbas, I think I need to record this your case. I don't know if we've done something about it previously. Issue and rejection. Now I edit my profile and Maris put the documents, and also ready to add and documents on my previous data flow. Yeah, okay. I don't know which of the document do you want to add on your data flow? Is it the experience document? That's the thing I don't even want. Okay, if you don't want to stay, Dubem, this is for you. If you don't want to do NYSC, I think you should consider other places. Consider other countries, because there are many countries you can go to, but probably it might not be through work. You might enter there through education, so through studies. You can consider other schools through studies. You can go there, then from there you can also proceed to other things you want to do. So I think that would be the option. If you really want to move immediately, then consider studies. There are different countries you can move to, but to practice, most of them will require you to have that. case are this much better from another country to Saudi? If you go to another country, if you want to move back to Saudi, you must provide your experience letter. Except there won't be need when you move to, except you if you move to a good country, there won't be need coming back to Saudi again. Just try to progress from there. Just try to progress from there. But if you move after your internship to another place, after your husbandship to another country, without that unsupervised practice, without that your experience from Nigeria or that country, it might be hard to get your classification accepted. Okay. Yeah, but so you can do that. You can do that. Add your, yeah. Go to data flow and do additional document. Then add these two and verify. Oh, I've forgotten this your case, Abbas. Was it old last year's license you were using, 2025 license? And the previous certificates of experience, you did not include it initially, or what? Let me know. I've forgotten your case. But if the issue is between two of them, then you need to add the two and verify the two. Once you get it done, then you proceed again. Okay. So just consider other options. Consider going to, if the fund is there, because sometimes the fund can be challenging for a young graduate. But if the fund is there, then consider going for other places that you can move to through studies. Why Saudi is usually good for young graduates most times, if you don't have that strong backup, yeah, maybe Saudi can be a good transition option where you can come, stay 2-3 years and raise money. Even by your second year, you should have enough savings by. So while working, if you still want to stay a little bit, then you can stay a little while and move. So Saudi will give you that balance enough to move to other places. Abbas Ibrahim. Okay, I think I remember your case now. I think I remember your case. You were the person that was it your rejection was because of your, was it wait, I can't, are you the dental technician? Yeah, okay. I think you were the dental technician. Okay. Dental therapist. You were the dental therapist, Abby? Yeah, I think I remember you. I think I remember discussing with you on this. My head is getting. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. Okay. Yeah, dental therapist. I am considering a country where I can actually work and earn much better than Nigeria to gain my 2 years experience and fund my and pathway. Okay, I'm gonna do my residence in Saudi. Yeah, is okay, but you can easily get that 2 years experience required in Nigeria. But if you find yourself outside Nigeria to any other country, there is no other country that will just accept you easily without you passing through their registration or licensing process. So, and most of them, apart from some African countries that pays good, I think I had a friend then that had someone in, I think it was Namibia. They pay reasonable there, but I don't know how that pathway works. So I did not inquire much then. So, but most of them, any other country that is not within African country, your acceptance might not be that easy. You must pass through this similar Saudi process, and most times they will always require that experience, that practical experience. So that's it. Usually they will always require it, but if you find yourself outside Africa, then if you're able to practice there and get that 2 years experience, I don't think there will be need coming down to Saudi, because it might even be better there. If you can practice in any other country, you might even be better. It might even be easier for you to do your residency there than here in Saudi, because of the time and the kind of work. You won't even have time to consider doing anything. You can't even do all those ones. Yeah. If you are considering Africa, then it is good. It might be easier if you have any African country in mind. I think you might be considered for that. Okay, you know about Namibia, okay? If you know about Namibia, I think you should look at that Namibia. When I talked with that guy, I think their salary was more than $1,000 then in dollar. So in Africa, if you are paid more than $1,000, is still something nice. It's still something nice compared to our place. So it's still very okay. Bobby, how are you doing? Good evening. You're welcome. Bobby or Bov or both. I don't know, but I will call you Bobby. Most likely in Africa first. Okay, yeah, Africa. I think they consider Africa, but I don't know how the Namibia experience pathway works. I don't know if it's cheaper to go there or cheaper to come to Saudi. But one of the things that makes Saudi expensive, Saudi is not supposed to be expensive at all. Initially, it wasn't expensive. Saudi initially was almost free. The complete process was almost free initially. Everything was free. The only thing you would spend then was just the transport that would take you from your house to the airport, or from your house to the VFS office where you will do your biometrics, and to the hospitals where you do your medicals. Those are the little money you will pay then. But every other thing, all these processes, both the exam, the data flow, the all those things were covered by the employer here, the companies, the hospitals that we're employing. Then everything was covered completely. So the only expense that will come from you was to be your transportation within Nigeria, within the things you will do in Nigeria, because they won't send you money to be going for biometrics, so you will spend those things. So after that, both your flight tickets, everything, visa, complete from A to Z, they will take charge of it. But as time goes on, more people are now showing interest. Our place, our homeland is not getting better, so a lot of people are showing more interest. We now have more interest, and it seems like the process, they're making the process more difficult. Now people don't want to wait again and be looking for contracts or waiting for agents to come down and scout them. Now people now go through the process, write the exam, and now people are now scouting agents, not agents scouting them. So initially it should be agents scouting you, but now the workers are now scouting agents. So the whole thing is now turning upside down due to a lot of people showing interest in it. So that's just the thing. Okay, Nigeria, Saudi is really expensive too, although. So even right now, what made it more expensive is what these agents, not even, yes, most of the agents now, what they are charging. But initially, those agents were not charging the doctors, the employees, people that they scouted. They don't charge you. They will be paid for bringing you. But now, you will pay the agent for giving you contracts. So everything is turning. So that agency fee, or that agent fee, or that connection fee, no matter how you get yours, that fee alone is what is making the whole process very expensive now. Even up to today, I don't think both biometrics and medicals still is not more than 300,000. The only thing that will make it more expensive now is that if you want to write the exam, your data flow process. Data flow, when I did my data flow, it was around 80,000. Yeah, 80,000. And that was the only thing I did then. So then dollar was still around 350 or even low. So imagine right now data flow is close to 320 or around 320,000 naira currently. So all those things are now making it more expensive due to the naira devaluation and the naira floating. Everything, there was a lot of imbalance in the whole calculation, so it affected. Okay, I've completed my data flow and now doing my Momaris. Okay, Bob, I think I saw your notification on the Instagram. Yeah, but I've not opened my Instagram. Okay, I'll come back there and see what you wrote so we can talk. Okay. Any scouting agency you can recommend? No, if you've watched my video always, you will know that I don't recommend agency or anything. I don't like recommending. So I like people, when you find yours, do your research. If you find, or if you have someone else that gets agent for you, then work with them. But anything you discuss with them, if you need verification or advice, you can still come back to me. I will advise you. I will still look at those things and tell you what to do and know what to do. Yeah, so that's I don't like recommending because a lot of things can go wrong. So, but I am here to be your guide, but I don't recommend agent. I don't work with agent. I didn't come here with agents. That's the thing. So I don't really work with them. Okay. So, but what I do before I can help somebody in terms of contracts, if I have maybe a kind of personal connection with someone I know perfectly, that if anything goes wrong, I know this person, I can always go and get the person. Or if you come to me, I can direct you to this person and help you and get this person. Then that's when I can do that. But if it's agents or agency that I don't know anything about them, I just know about their online presence. I do not recommend. But you can. They are not bad. A lot of them. A lot of people came here through agency. I've helped a lot of people that worked with some agency. Now there are a lot of about quite a good number of nurses that came here through some agency. I don't even know anything about those agents, but most times if things are not going well, they will come to me and tell me this is this, that. And sometimes some of these applications, most of those agencies are not helping them. Most of the agencies don't even know about how these applications work. Their own is get them the document they want you to get for them, and they will process the whole stuff. Okay, some of them don't know anything about this application, so they will leave it on you, but they have connection to those jobs. Okay, so I don't have any personal connection with any agent or agency. Before I can recommend, I must have that personal connection. I will make sure that I know you, so that I won't recommend somebody and next time you might be working with them. At the end of the day, spend your money and the things will not go well. The person will come back to me, and I don't have a strong heart, so I don't want to pay for what I did not do. So I am willing to help and guide you. If you have any contracts that you are not really comfortable with, bring it to me. I will look at it, help you and point out things that might be red flags and what you can ask, questions you can ask, the steps you can take. Yeah, so some of those things I can help with that. I can also sense when an agent is a good agent or not. So I can help with that. But recommending an agent, no, I don't think it's not on my list of activities now. So okay, so Bob, I will look at your Instagram message, and we might talk more there. So that just it. So Duben, what's made the whole thing expensive is actually the dollar rate and also the what these agent guys are charging currently. So it's changed the whole equation. I wish our homeland is still the way it is. It should have been far better. No problem. I will look at your charts. Maybe once I end this live, I just have about 26 minutes to step. Then I'll end it. I hope to be coming live more regularly because we currently are on Ramadan, so my timetable changed. So I work until midnight. This is 2:35 a.m. So I do close 1 a.m. So I close 1 a.m. I might stay awake till 6 a.m. before I will sleep. And I'll sleep and wake up around maybe 12 noon or or 1 p.m. Then around 4, I'll go back to work. So I work more evening now, from evening till midnight. So that's how I work. So it changed the whole thing. Most times I don't usually come live anymore, like usual. But Ramadan will end by weekend. So hopefully on Thursday or Friday, we might have Eid. So after Eid, then I might be coming more regular. Okay, so did I miss any question here? Was talking so much? Okay, okay. Yeah. Okay, Bobby, are you still here? Not Bobby. I think Bobby is still around. Dubema is still here. And Abbas, I don't know if you're still here. Abbas, if you're still here, I think your problem was new qualification study. That was what I discussed with you last. Hello, Abbas, are you there? I'm just checking something. Okay. Okay. Abbas is still here. All right. So I think I just checked. I think what we were talking about initially was you were trying to do new qualification study. Yeah, you told me. Yes. Yes. I think you were trying to do new qualification study. Then you were asked to add your the school link and what again, your WAEC. They made mention of WAEC and NECO. That's a new qualification study. I think right now you should not spend on data flow yet. Your data flow is not needed at this stage. Okay, I think is when you are done with your new qualification study, except you are done with that part. Because I could remember it was your new qualification study you were trying to do when they asked for you to add that your school link. Are you through with that one? Because after that is after your new qualification study. No. I think you are mixing it up. You are mixing it up. For eligibility number to get your license, that one is professional classification. Professional classification. So when you want to do professional classification, when you get to, I think most time when you get to the education part, you'll be if you look for your school, sometimes you might not see your school, or you might see your school when you type in your school name, it might come out. But sometimes when you type the school, it might not come out at all. So we have two cases where usually they will refer you to go and do new qualification study. One of the cases when you type your school is not appearing at all. So there is no place you can select. You cannot see your school on the drop down to select it so that you can proceed. Another part is that you might be able to see your school on the drop down, then you select it. Then you are now trying to see your department or the profession you want to verify, or the degree you did. So you are looking for the degree. So when you come to the degree, you choose, you have your school already. You click the drop down for your degree. So when you choose your school, all the health professional degree under your school is supposed to appear. So, but when you click on the degree, there is nothing coming out, or some few courses might come out. Sometimes medicine might come out, pharmacy might come out, or another medical line might come out. But that your dental therapy degree is not coming out, or the profession is not coming out, or sometimes nothing is coming out at all under your school drop down. So that is when they will refer you to go and do new qualification study. So one of the reasons is most times nobody has done that using your school. So, and when you don't have a sufficient number of people that did that course from your school, most times they will be requesting for everybody that comes through the school to be going through that new qualification study. They want to look at your school, whether your school is accredited, whether your school have the curriculum of your school, whether the course structure, the program structure, whether it meets the standard of what they are doing here in Saudi. It meets the standard of the Saudi own too. Then they want to look at a lot of things. So that's why they are requesting for that your curriculum of study. They're requesting for your school link so that they can look at your school, your program, how good, how big your school is, whether your school is recognized. They will look at your degree, they will look at your transcript. So that's why they are requesting for all those things. Now, so after that qualification study, if they see that your school meets what you study is actually that dental technology therapist, and you have good structure, everything you did can be put in the same level with what is obtainable here, then they will have to accept or approve it. So once they approve it, you will now go back again. So you will go back again to professional classification to complete that process. It's the process of professional classification that will give you the eligibility number for you to go and write your exam, your licensing exam. So, and that is when you need your data flow verification, not at this new qualification study level. New qualification study level will not ask you for data flow at this time around. So this time is to look at your course, look at your program, and see what you did in that your program, the practicals you did, the training you did, all the postings. They want to look at how rigid, how solid the course you did. So after that, if you satisfy them, what they are looking for, most times they will approve it. So once they approve it, you go back and do your qualification study. So that's what happens here. So I've not had enough dental. Okay, I think I have spoken with one dentist. I think, but the guy came from India then. So and I met him here in YouTube. There is no name of the school. Abbas, I do not understand. There is no name of the school. So there is no. Okay, your school name is not listed, right? If your school name is not listed, that's where you will need that new qualification study. You need to go back and apply again. If it was completely rejected, you need to go back and apply again. There was a guy that requested this same thing, this same link. I don't know if they gave you time to submit these things they requested, because that particular guy, they gave him 30 days to do that. Most times, if they ask you to bring some of these things, they will give you timeline. So they gave him, I think they gave him timeline, or they canceled it, but he went back again. When he came to me, I told him what to do. He got his school URL, so he go online and copy out. Once you type your school website, you can copy it out online there. I think you've done that already. So once you copy it out, that place they ask you to put your school link, you can paste it inside the box there. So, but you said that they did not provide that for you. You said that they did not provide that for you. I want to, let me see if I can log in and check new qualification study. Oh, Maris. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I want to check that now. Dentistry Unlimited. I think you should go through the process again. Let's if I am not forget. They gave me almost 30. Yes, exactly. Now you are saying something. You are saying something reasonable currently. Yeah, that time they gave you that. That time they gave you that link was the time they provided an option where you will submit those two things they requested from you. If it exceeds that 30, normally it's 30 days they used to give. They will give you 30 days before they will close down the application. They don't just once is a document they are requesting, because I've gone through this before. I've helped a lot of people, and there was one dental guy, I think, but not from Nigeria, that had almost the same issue. They asked him to provide a link. His own was only link. So I told him what to do. He copied the link and went and pasted it there. His own worked. They approved his new qualification study. So I know before they reject your qualification study, it's not like professional classification. But even in professional classification, before they reject your application based on documents, they don't just reject it outrightly. Most times, if it's something that has to do with documents, they will ask you to submit the document. They will now give you 30 days to submit the document. Even if it's something that has to do with data flow, they will still give you that 30 days to go back to data flow, do this verification, complete the verification and submit it. So they usually give that space of 30 days for you to get it. If you've acted within that 40 days, the only thing you need is to go back to that your channel, to that place, to that your application. You will see a button. You will see what to click. You must see what to click that will open up where you will submit that. It usually happens most times. You can write to them through the support. If you write to them through the support, they can provide you an email where you will send those things to. So it's usually worked. I think that was where I was a little confused, because I've not come across an issue like this where they will just ask you they will cancel your application completely without, and ask you, okay, they ask you to put your link and your WAEC, and at the same time they will cancel or they will reject your application completely. No, it was not rejection. So we have three type of responses they normally give. It's either they approve, they return, or they reject. So if it has to do with documents, most times if it's not a gross negligence, because this your own is not a gross negligence. I will not call it a gross negligence, because it was not within the confine of the application. There was no box, there was no option that requested for link when you were applying initially, and there was no box that specifically requested for WAEC. So that's why this your own cannot just be outrightly rejected just because they are demanding for link and WAEC. So they will give you that time to submit that. What they wanted to do first is to check your school, and also, since this is HND, most times they can even ask you for your ND too. So, but since it's HND, they will request for your WAEC to see if you actually pass through secondary school. So most times, maybe it's because it's HND, but the next time if you're applying, since you are submitting PDF, if you have both your ND and, because the way Nigerian HND or poly system works, you first of all go through ND, then your HND. So if your ND and HND is within the dental system, within this dental profession, so I will suggest that you combine the two certificates in one PDF. The next time you are doing that, combine the two certificates in one PDF. Same can go with your transcript. You can combine the two if they are separate. You can combine the two, but I don't know how Poly does theirs now. I don't know if they do when you request Sometimes they can combine the two together if you go through the same school for your ND and HND. So if you have it that way, is now a complete almost 4 to 5 years program. So they will not be asking for WAEC in that case. I think maybe they will look at your transcript or look at your ND, HND. It will just have 2 years program. So that's when most times they will go back to look at your WAEC. But when you have a full HND, then they will see that this is a 4-year complete program. They won't be going back to your WAEC. So I've had a lot of diploma people. There was one nurse from South Africa, same here in YouTube here. She met me here. Hers initially for nurses, they don't usually, if you do diploma program in nursing, mostly you can't be given eligibility number to write exam to become a midwife or a professional nurse here. But because of the way her own diploma was structured, she submitted good diploma, complete 4 years. Then her experience was also much. I think she had almost 5 years of experience. They gave her eligibility number to write as a nurse specialist. I was skeptical at first. She was even afraid, but I told her if they approve you to write it, then you can go ahead and write it. It's even better for her. So she went ahead and wrote it. So I think what you need to do, if you can collect since your HND and ND, they are separate, if they are in the same dental stuff, I think you should combine the two. Combine the two in one PDF. You know how to combine PDF, so combine the two in one PDF so they can view the two. They will know it's the same school, it's the same program, but it's a continuation. After your ND, your normal diploma, you went ahead for a higher diploma, so it will give you more. It will give them more view of the thing you study, so that it will not just be a 2-year training somewhere in Nigeria. So I think, so what you are doing is, so if it's the same dental, you don't have to submit only the HND. Combine the two, let them see the full extent of program. So ND is national diploma, HND higher national diploma. Is it only ND you were submitting? You told me you submitted HND, which is the higher national diploma. Hello, Abbas, are you there? Yes. So you told me, yes, this is what you told me, higher national diploma, which is the HND. That's what you submitted. And HND, we only show them from your transcripts. HND, we only show them 2 years. It only show them 2 years. But this is something you've been reading for the past 5 years, because HND, ND and HND will take you 5 years. You have another 1 year in between, which is 5 years. So it's a full complete course. So you can't be shooting yourself at the leg by submitting only HND. So what you have to do is to combine the two for your qualification study. Combine the two together for your qualification study. So, but if you combine the two, if they ask you to submit the link and act within that space of 30 days, sorry, act immediately. Once it's after that 30 days, they will now reject the application. And if you have to do it again, you need to start from beginning again and start the whole process again. So that was why they rejected it. I was asking then if they gave you time, because I know they usually gives time. They won't just reject it because they want to demand for what you will submit. If they are demanding you to submit something, they don't usually reject the reject the application. Yes. So except they don't want to demand you to submit anything. But once they are demanding for you to submit something, they will not cancel the application immediately. They will give you that 30 days grace to go and get those things and submit. That's how they do it. So you've clarified my own side, because the whole thing was actually confusing me. Yes, for the new qualification study, combine the two, because what they are doing at that stage, what they are doing at that qualification, they are trying to look at all the courses you've done. So combine it for your new qualification study, especially your transcript. Combine your ND transcript and your HND transcript. Your ND certificate and HND certificate, let them be on one PDF so that you can submit two of them together on one request. So because you won't see a space for HND and space for, so submit them as one degree so that they will see all you've done. Because this is study, they want to study your qualification. That's what they call it, new qualification study. It's either after they've studied it, they will know what you've done, how your school has done those things, the programs, the courses you've done, all the practicals and everything. So that would be my own advice on that. Yeah, if you go back to application rejection, check if it's completely rejected. If it's completely rejected, then you have to start the full application from beginning, a new application. That's what you might start with, since the time and date they gave you has elapsed. So you will start from a new application. There might not be any way to start another, to continue from that particular application. So what you will do is to start new application, and your initial 300 Saudi Riyal you paid for that one, I think it has gone. It has gone. I don't know if you have any option to apply for refund. I don't think, except you cancelled before they make that decision. They might still have refunded you, but I think you'll be looking at going for new application. But I will ask you to take your time. National diploma and higher national diploma transcripts in one PDF. Yes, combine the two in one PDF. You have the transcript for national diploma. You have the transcript for higher national diploma. Combine the two to be, if they are one page or two page, combine the two. It will now be 4-page PDF. 4-page PDF. Since they are the same program, the same school, combine it. Let it be like let it be in one PDF file. Then the same with your two certificates. The first certificate, national diploma, the second page, higher national diploma, in one PDF, so that you can submit them in that particular session where they are requesting for that. Exactly. Do it that way so that when they are studying your qualification, they will see it. Do it that way, and also keep this particular combination when you want to do your data flow verification. You will still submit it the same way. Combine the two together and submit it the same way for data flow, so that when they verify one, but you will verify it as, in data flow, you verify it as higher national diploma, but automatically they are together in Nigeria. We don't, once you complete your HND, you combine the two together, except you stopped at ND. You can, in Nigeria, you can't jump into HND, so there is no need dropping your HND at the floor while you are trying to verify your HND. put the two together so that they will know the weight of what you went through. Your 5 years in school, your 5 years studying your dental therapy. You can't just throw out 2 years out of it because they named them separately. No, they are the same. All right. I think I've completed an hour. So, Abbas, if there is any other question, maybe you can talk to me on Instagram so we can continue from there. Just that I might not be responding so fast currently on Instagram due to the nature of my work, but everything will end before the end of the year. You're already in Saudi, so you know how this season for us it's kind of more busy. Some people this season is not that busy. Yeah, so but for me, it's usually very busy at this time. Another time will be towards Eid Kabir, towards June. We have another busy time again, but this Ramadan period is always busy for me. So I hope I might still have time to come online. If you are available, we can talk more. But if you have anything, just reach out to me after work, midnight. I can respond. Even during sometimes I do chat with you while I'm at work. So that's just the thing. There's no problem. I just hope and pray that it will work out well for you. All right, there's no problem. You're welcome. Okay, good night. I have other two persons watching, but I'll round off here. Okay, have a great night. Bye-bye.